So Grandma was probably named after her grandparents. Sarah, is that right?
Probably after Harvey's mother.
Which would be her grandmother.
Yeah, be my grandma.
And then Flossie was probably named after the Garrett sign?
Yeah.
Because that was Isabella Garrett?
Yeah, now that's your mother's.
That was her name,
That was-
Isabel, her name. Well, she had the darndest name ever I heard. Was it Levizi? Levizi, Isabel? I never heard such a name.
It was Bridget or something.
Yeah.
Bridget was her maiden.
Yeah.
Leviza, Isabel, Pritchett, Shipmail. I never heard such a name.
Was there a lot of Pritchett's around?
I didn't know any of
You
them.
didn't know the Pritchett's?
I just remember what hearing Grandma and other people talk about them. I know after Ernestine's married, we lived with your grandpa and grandma till we came to Indiana a year. And I've heard her tell about my dad's, my grandpa and grandma Phillips. Dad, there was 13 of them children left to be grown and married. My dad's brothers and sisters. And she said, for your grandma worked, they only had one child. And she said on Sunday morning, Grandpa and Grandma Phillips were passed with 4, 5, or 6 kids in them Sarah buggies, you know, that going to church, and they still wasn't ready with one. She said they had the office time. Getting that one, it was spoiled, you know. And they was always, Grandpa and Grandma had the feather to go to church, but they was always past going to church before they could get ready. I hear Grandma talk about that, and she thought, if them people can get 5 or 6 kids ready, and you can't get one, that's bad.
Well, was there a lot of Garretts around?
Yeah, there was.
Did he have any brothers?
Yeah.
Grandpa Garrett?
Can't remember their name, though. I've heard him talk about his brothers, seemed like. I know he had 1 or 2. No, for sure, one, I think he had 2 brothers. I heard him talk about the 2. But Grandma, I don't know, I don't know if she had any brothers or sisters or not.
I don't know either, because I really couldn't tell you nothing about any of them.
That's going pretty far back, though.
Yeah. But you know what? I had a paper here. Somebody started running down the family tree.
Right.
And it said that the Steers all originated from Germany.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. And Daniel Steers was a composer of music. And he played these, all kinds of music, these big, I guess you call them pipe organs and big cathedrals like they used to have. And he was the composer of music. And the Steers all originated from Germany.
That's good information to know there.
And I said, myself,
Ernest always played the banjo.
yeah, I said, there's, and Mom.
And Mom could play, and I don't know, that's about all, though, I know. Charlie couldn't play.
They're all good singers.
Kelly could sing good. I never could hear
Novi, she used to sing.
There's never good.
I couldn't hear her tunes. I had
I
to
couldn't
sack.
When did it? After Ernest came back here, you stayed with Grandma Red for a while?
Yes, when we first come, Jerry was a baby.
I don't even remember that.
And you lived on
I
Plenty
don't
Street.
remember nothing.
And we stayed with them for, probably 8 or maybe a year or maybe more, I don't remember. And then he finally got a job at the payout down on the Chrysler. And we lived in, they call them live housekeeping rooms, just apartments, you know, 3 or 4 rooms or 2 or 3.
Yeah, I remember when you lived in them in Newcastle.
Yeah.
So that's why Dale's so fond of Chrysler products.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I never could figure that one out. I guess I got the answer now.
Well,
Yeah.
His dad worked there, Ernest worked there.
He had
for years.
34 and a half years in the process. And then
About like Harold. Harold thought you ought to buy a Chevy if you worked at Guidelines.
well, Ernest did too. He said,
Or
well,
a car that
he
they
always
made.
bought a Chrysler made because that's where he made his bread and butter.
That's
where he got his bread and butter from.
You guys live in Wilkerson or at Newcastle? Or?
Yeah, we live in Newcastle. Well, Jean was, and Jerry, they was about 3 and 4. I'm about 14 months between Jean and Jerry. My two oldest ones. Then we moved to Wilkes. Remember over there where Flossie lives now?
Mm-hmm.
Donald was born there.
That's what you said?
Yeah, that's where we lived when Donald was born.
Yeah.
And then the house sold, we rented it.
Mm-hmm.
We had to move, we moved to the valley here over there where the property is, and the house burnt there when Dale was baby. So we ended up over here, and here I'm still on this corner. Highway keeps a widen the road, they don't have to get out.
So many children did you have? Yeah.
6.
6.
3 boys and 3 girls. You know, Donald's family, none of them's been home yet for their Christmas presents still in the back bedroom on the bed.
Well,
See, it's so bad through Christmas.
oh, that's right.
They had the flu and all through Christmas.
Well, I know it's a lot of, Jeannie, she had the flu. They didn't come up to our house Christmas Eve, but they come up later and got their present, but, and their kids didn't come right away and get them because they went to their house.
Yeah.
But they've all had the flu.
That's what we've been through. Donald's family's
Kids,
drip throat. Really been sick, and Lou's not been too good.
That's
She
what-
kept losing weight, and Mark said she worried herself to death, afraid it was cancer. She went to 3 different doctors, and it's her thyroid. That'll make you lose weight or gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go either way.
Well, Charlene said she thought she might have sugar. She said one day she ate a cookie or something, and her eyes got kind of funny.
Blurry, like.
And then I was down to Flossie's, and she said, you know, I believe I've got sugar diabetes.
Flossie?
If she hears you say you've got something the next day, she'll have it. I said, oh, you ain't got sugar diabetes. And she's always saying she's got cancer. That doctor told her she didn't have.
Well, Flossie worries, so I think
Well,
gets scared
she'll
about
worry
herself.
herself till she does get it. I
Yeah,
reckon.
if you're scary and think you've got something, just let it dwell in your mind long enough. I think you could get feeling bad and sick.
Yeah, you could. And she gets up all hours of the night.
Here's some more of your coffee.
Now help yourself, I'll make some fresh. I made that when you first called, and I thought, well, I'll put on a pot of coffee. I don't get out of the bed till 9 o'clock.
Got me down a little bit?
Yeah, just a little. She might want some, don't you?
No,
know?
no, I still got
I
some.
don't drink much coffee.
No, I'm
I
not a
don't
coffee
usually.
drinker.
I used to make coffee all day, or not all day and drink it, but if somebody come, you know.
Yeah,
But I don't drink that much anymore, not that many
I
times.
used to, if I know somebody's coming, I'll put on top.
Yeah, I like to have
But I
coffee.
just get up and fix me a cup of instant, and that's it.
That's the way I do. I've got the instant, and you don't waste, you waste a lot of it.
Yeah,
And the other kind, if you do it, it's so high.
and I told him, I said, it's not worth the dirty enough
I
coffee
don't
pot
think it
just for
is
1
either.
cup.
I like instant coffee.
I do too.
I can't tell much difference in it. I never could make good coffee.
Well, I can't either. Ernest like instant better than you did.
I don't.
I know.
As well.
You remember, Lorianne Sales, I think that was she's a relative of your dad's. I think she was his aunt. I think his mother and her were sisters.
Oh, Deli?
No, that's your mom's sister.
Yeah.
No, this is Lorianne Sales. Deli was a Garrett, but she married Sales.
Oh, I see.
But remember, Laura Ann country had a boy that lived in Newcastle, and she'd come up to Hastings, so Ernest and me went over there and got Laura Ann. Brought her over here. We stopped and picked up Mom, too. And Mom had come down here and was going to stay all night. And so I was getting them tucked in the bed, in there, one in each bed in the back bedroom. And Laura Ann said, Mom said to me, she said, Ruby, have you got coffee to perk? She knows we drink instant. And I said, yeah, I've got coffee to perk, Mom. She said, well, I can't stand that instant. I said, we'll have perk coffee in the morning. And I went in then and checked on Laura Ann in the bed. She heard Mom say that, because just right together, their bedrooms are. She said, Ruby, have you got instant coffee? I said, yes. She said, I can't stand that perk coffee. Ernest got the biggest kick out of that. So the next morning we'd have 2 kinds of coffee. We'd have perk coffee.
Well, I doubt it. You ought to just make one kind and told them it was that. They probably wouldn't have known the
I
difference.
don't know. Mom was pretty finicky about her
You
coffee.
mean my mom?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, she's one.
Her coffee, you could stand alone
Yeah,
almost.
I can't stand her strong coffee.
Boy, she made strong. And Collie did.
Jerry now used to, Al drinks so much coffee, and Jerry did too, and she still does, but I don't believe she's hardly as bad.
No, but remember one, a long time ago, she said she used to have a pot of coffee on all day long. That's been a long time ago,
Yeah.
you know. And she drank a lot of coffee the way she got. Now she won't even have, she don't even buy any. So, that there's an attitude.
Yeah, the poor old Noble, bless her heart, she's a good
old,
person.
you know, and her, Ellie, she did, I don't know, she gets mad at Ellie,
She does.
yeah, and what was it? She got mad at her about. Oh, she called her up and gave her a bawling out over religion.
Noble did?
Mm-hmm. And see, Ellie goes to church well, she don't go to church every Sunday, but she works in the church a lot.
Yeah, they attend church a lot.
And does things, you know,
Yeah.
with people and stuff like that. And Ellie said, well, I thought I was doing right. I don't know. She said, I go do a lot of things at the church for people and help work out for different ones and do things. And that wasn't enough if she didn't call her again and get on her about her religion. And Ellie said that was it. She said, that just made me so mad. And I said, well, I just wouldn't pay anything to it.
I know she
But
used to
now,
get on Christell.
Ellie won't go up there right now.
Somebody's here. Somebody's here. Want to go check and see who it
I
is?
think it's coming in today, but maybe I better go see. Maybe the 8 on me, I don't know.
Have you learned anything?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I just, you know, to me now, I just don't know anything. And I knew she would. And Nova would, because they're older, see.
I'll have to eventually talk to Nova. I said I'll have to eventually talk to Nova.
She can tell you a lot. I'll tell you.
Nova would probably never let me videotape her, would she?
Yeah, she didn't know it, you didn't tell her. We wouldn't have known it if you hadn't told us.
No, you're right.
I never.
You don't remember going to school or anything in Tennessee, did you? No, you can't, because you've been.
I didn't go to school in Tennessee.
So he's only
I
4
went
when you
to
moved up?
Newcastle, was my first trip. So, I was in Newcastle school, and then moved from Newcastle over here to Wilkins, and then that's where I finished.
Was the school then, was it like all kids were in the same classroom? At
No, they
Newcastle?
wasn't.
You split up?
They used to have 2 grades in one class, remember? First and second, because they did when I first started school. Had the first grade and the second grade, because there wasn't as many people, you know, and wasn't as many kids. Well, they had a lot of kids, but you know what I mean? They now there's so many more people, they couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's what you
But when I first started, you had the first and second grade to go together, and the 5th and 6th, and then the high school was separate.
Every grade was separate in high school.
Yeah.
But how, you went to elementary in Newcastle? All the way up through what grade? What grade did you start?
I must have been I was in the first grade.
At Newcastle? And then when you came over to Wilkinson, what grade was you in?
I think I might have been in a 3rd or...
Oh, so you weren't in Newcastle very long then, was you?
no. We lived at Wilkinson a lot, a long time.
At least probably never did go to Newcastle then, did she?
I doubt it, because she was just about 2 years behind me, see?
Flossie, she went to school in Wilkinson? She didn't go to school at all?
She wouldn't go to school because she couldn't hear. Mom said she couldn't get her to go in Kentucky.
Not at all, huh?
That's why she goes. She's not really, you know, dumb or anything
No.
like that. But there's a lot of things that she could have learned that she didn't.
Oh, I know it. Okay, you take care.
Sandy Gross, the one lady,
Who is it?
Sandy Gross. She lives over at Grant City.
Is that the young girl?
No, she's got 2 children married.
Oh. I was going to say there used to be a girl working with Charlene down at the Marsh Nursery.
I bet it's her girl.
I bet it is.
Yeah, she worked down at Marsh's at Greenfield.
Did she?
Yeah. Well, this is her mother.
Well, I knew she
Yeah, I
had.
remember.
I knew she had a girl. I mean, that girl worked with her,
Yeah,
and she said her name was Gross.
yeah, well, that's her.
I think Charlene might have went to her wedding.
Did she?
Not real sure.
Sandy there had a hard time there for a while. I don't know where her husband's working at now. I think he's sort of his brother's a carpenter.
Oh.
Gets a lot of
There used to
carpentry.
be a Ronnie Gross who hauled logs. He lives in Grant City.
Not their relative to him, I don't know.
His name's
He
Gross.
did work up at McCordsville, and that factory closed down and moved out.
I don't know, but I know.
Mike, I hope you're not getting a picture of me in this dirty kitchen.
Kitchen looks good.
And it's cluttered up.
I don't know where this wee house is cluttered up. It's not cluttered up.
Look at the cabinets and the
Well,
dishes
you
on
ought
the
to
drain.
see
And look at
mine.
this table.
I ain't got no place to put
I
my.
don't have either, Christell. Don't have no
I've got
space.
cabinet. You've got more cabinets than I have.
Everything's a pile. And my furnace went out the other morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I had an awful time till I got mine changed. Of course,
Well,
my
I haven't
furnace
had
was
any
old.
trouble with this.
But yours is new, isn't it?
Yeah, not too old. But
But
you know, been awful good and you have no problems, but it was the nozzle. I just never had it cleaned or anything like that.
Well,
And that's where I missed it.
Yeah.
Not do that anymore.
And your filters, you have to have
Yeah,
them
I have
cleaned.
them changed.
And then you have, oil is a lot dirtier than gas.
Oh, yeah. But you know, I can't, Grandma, my curtains, I wash them once a year, and you could, they're dusty, but there's no black smoking or nothing. I really like my curtains.
Mine is yellow.
Mine don't. Jerry said, she said, well, I can't believe
I can't
these
either.
curtains ain't been done. I said,
But
"Well,
you know, I thought oil was worse than gas to do that.
Imagine it is.
These old curtains, they've not been done
Gas
since.
is I'll tell you one thing about oil, it's a lot warmer
Yeah,
than your gas. Because when you turn gas off, it's off.
Yeah.
And
I like my furnace and like the heat, but like electricity goes off, or you don't have no
That's
heat,
the way
it's
I-
hard about electricity.
that's the way I had it, you know, and boys, used to have to get them up in the middle of the night, and you know
Yeah.
how that goes.
Well, I've
And,
been
you
lucky
know, you
that
can't
way.
blame them, they might go, well, I could get up and 1 or 2 o'clock, and then you can't hardly get anybody to come, and
I know it, and
so that's the
everybody,
reason I sweat.
and it costs so much to get one from a dealer, you know, like Neggies and Greenfield,
Yeah, it does, they're high.
but, that Barrett, Jeff Barrett there, Saladale, he used to work for Neggies and he quit. He works at the reformatory Pendleton. So he still got all his tools and things for furnace work. And so I called Dale said, well, when he gets in work,
Dale knows everybody's
yeah, he lives next door to Dale. So him and Dale come down, but anyway, I have a little kerosene heater.
Yeah.
I don't even take it to the basement anymore, so I can't carry it up and down the steps too good.
Well,
Getting too old, and I
sense in doing it.
got a place in the back bedroom, and I just set it in there, and I hadn't had to use it for 2 or 3 years. Then Frank here, he come with that one.
Oh,
So-
some space heater?
I just not even glued them out. I thought,
It's
well,
like a register.
yeah, it's like a radiator or something.
You wouldn't have to remember the Thomas Garrett, would you?
No. Where's he from?
I don't know. I've got this picture that I acquired at Harvey, and thanks, Harvey. Yeah.
There was a Fred Garrett. Now,
And it
Oh.
says photographed by Thomas Garrett, and I was wondering if he was actually, the person that took that picture was any relation to the Garretts, Grandma.
probably was. See, your Uncle Fred had a whole bunch of kids. And that was Mom's
What
brother.
is that anyway?
That's that picture of that.
Is that deal?
And your dad's.
Oh,
I've got one of them.
I've got one of them, but I didn't know. Nova got that, didn't she?
I think she did.
Actually, I was at the library the other day, and they had that picture in a book.
Oh, they did?
I went to the genealogy department up there in Fort Wayne, and that picture is in a book. Same picture.
How in the world could she look like that? Wonder how they got it.
Just, that's probably out of a newspaper, and just old newspaper clippings, and they keep records of people, and it's kind of neat. I was trying to look up Flossie's birth records, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah, that was about a fourth of a mile, it said, from Miller's Mill. I don't know where that's at. That's where me and Nurse was married there. That was little. We had a store there, and he married us.
He's married at a grocery store?
No, in his home.
Oh,
But
okay.
he owned the grocery store and the mill too. He's a cousin to Dad.
Miller's
You
Mill.
know a lot about them, don't you? I don't know anything about any of them.
Well, I'll tell you, Sally Arms in Kentucky. Let me get you some.
No, I don't want any more. Don't make any more for me, because I'm full of coffee.
I'm fine.
And I don't want any more.
And where it said, I put it on when you first called, and
It was
it
good.
says that where it says. You know, it's, go back over them days, sometimes I lay at night, and can't go to sleep, and think back, think.
That's why they said she gets homesick, that's what she calls it.
Yeah,
You know, thinking about things that you
I know, I think about things I wish I'd have asked my mother and dad about, and I didn't, now it's too late.
Like one, I mean,
Like, I've got family pictures, but I don't even know their names.
I have too. I've got pictures of Harold's folks. I don't even know them.
you don't have any extra pictures of Harvey, do you?
No,
Ernest's dad?
no, I don't.
Didn't somebody get,
Ernest, you know, after he died.
somebody got some pictures?
Yeah, Flossie's got some pictures of him.
Oh, she does?
And somebody gave me a picture down and give it to Ernest down in,
Didn't somebody get one with, had a hat on?
yeah, that
Black
one
hat.
I give it to Cully.
Well, it seemed to me like somebody took and had some pictures made off of that.
But I don't know, I think Flossie has it now, don't she?
Well, I don't know.
I
She's
know.
got everything else. She probably
like-
has it.
Cully said that, what was he said, he always recognized him, he always had a white shirt on. You know, the picture, he's got a white shirt on there.
Mm-hmm, he does.
And this picture, I give it, somebody give it to mother or one of the boys and to give to Ernest.
Somebody got a bunch of them extra ones and took them and had some made off of
Dan
it.
has some Xerox copy of Harvey.
Of who?
Of Harvey. He has Xerox copies of him on just like a piece of paper, like he took a picture and
Oh,
ran it through his Xerox machine. Now I've seen Dan has just one copy, I should say.
Well, they had several of them.
I don't think I have any.
Well, this one, he had a hat on.
Yeah.
And I think it just showed
He
the,
had a suit on too, didn't he?
well, I think he did, but I don't think it showed the whole suit, did it? I think it just showed the top of him.
Yeah, the picture of it,
He
he
had a
was
hat
like
on?
sitting down. It
Oh,
seemed
was
like he was sitting down, and it just, or maybe he was standing up, but it just showed that
I don't
upper
know,
part
but
of
I
it.
remember he had a hat on, had a black hat on, because someone told Chuck that looked just like him. But I may still have one, I don't know where it's at. Unless it's in one of my, one of them books, picture books like that.
Speaking of Chuck, Chuck named after his great grandpa,
He's
Charles
named
Hastings?
after Charles
Charles Hastings.
Hastings.
That's grandpa's grandpa.
That's Harold's dad's dad. He ran away, or a horse ran away with a buggy. I think he was bad to drink, and I think he got out and the horse ran away with him and broke his neck.
Oh, killed him.
Harold looked something like him.
Like Charles. They call him Chuck too.
Hmm?
Do they call him Chuck, or they call him Charles?
Well, they call him Charles,
Mhm.
that's who I've always heard.
You went to school in Tennessee or Kentucky?
Kentucky. You know, and I couldn't get old enough to think about drawing Social Security, and he said, you better be getting your birth certificate. And so I wrote down home, Mother said, well, they told where it's born and everything, and I got papers sent down there. They had no record of it.
No kidding.
No record. And, I sent back and forth and had Mother to sign the papers, you know, they'd sent for her to sign, and the neighbors that knowed when I was born, maybe was even there, and that still didn't do no good. I never did I don't have a birth certificate.
No.
So
Well,
anyway,
you know, used to, they had what is it, they call them a
Midwife?
midwife, and, they didn't even
They didn't.
record them.
They didn't make a record of it.
record
But
them.
that wasn't the case. Mother even gave him the doctor's name, but he was done dead. Dr. Logan is when I was born. But I wrote, and they said I was born 19 and 12, and they quit keeping. I was born in Tennessee, and they quit keeping a record 19 and 10, and started back up 1918. And I was born in between them times.
Well,
And I just wrote and